Welcome to Wisdom in Life. There's one thing 99% of men don't do yet. Women absolutely love it. I know that might sound extreme, but let me ask. You thisho often? Have you seen a guy who seems to have everything looks money confidence, yet he still struggles? To create real lasting connections with women, here's the truth. It's not about looks. It's not about wealth, and it's not even about confidence. What most men of world's look are subtle yet powerful gestures that trigger something deep inside a woman, making you not only attractive but unforgettable. Today I'm revealing 7 hidden secrets, things women crave but rarely admit. These aren't your typical dating tipsies, are psychological triggers, but could be both modern science and ancient Stoic wisdom that will completely shift the way women perceive you without you ever needing to chase or prove your self-imagine, being able to tap into subconscious desires that most women didn't even realize they have. Emojis standing out from 99% of men, not be trying harder, but by understanding Bert. K. Because if you don't know Thesiscrets, you're playing at a disadvantage. Might be missing out on building Thekin of attraction that lingers. Doctor, you've left the room, so stick around because the final secret is the most powerful of them all. Once you understand it, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. Before we dive in, if you're serious about mastering these life-changing insights, take a second to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Let's get into it. Secret number 1, the power of touch before intimacy. Picture this CR. On a date, the vibe is good. The conversation's flowing. She's laughing, smiling. It all seems to be going well, but something feels off. You drop her off, send a follow-up text, and then nothing. Silence. What went wrong? Most men make one critical mistake. They rely too much in words. They think a smooth conversation is enough to spark attraction. But for women, connection isn't just verbal, it's emotional and physical, and one of the most overlooked ways to build that emotional bridge talk, not in a pushy or uncomfortable, not in a way that crosses boundaries, but in a subtle, intentional, and meaningful way, in simple gesture that create emotional depth, something women secretly crave. A gentle massage before intimacies. Basic, right? But here's why it's powerful for women. True intimacy isn't just about the physical act, it's about feeling safe, seen, and emotional connect. And that starts with how you tack her, not just when it tells her, I'm not here to take, I'm here to connect. That's rare, and women notice that emotional connection. Overlooked power of intentional tack. Emotional connection is just as important, if not more important, than physical attraction. A well-placed, non-sexual touch can communicate far more than words. Ever called that quietly says, I see you, I care about you, I want you to feel safe and comfortable with me. And here's the thing, it's not about being some kind of massage therapist or trying to impress her with techniques. It's about being present. It's a preting, a moment where she feels relaxed, understood, and genuinely desired, not just physically, but emotionally. The secret is not just about the act of touching her, it's about the intention bend. If you're just going through the motions, checking a box, it won't work. Bet if you're truly present, fully engaged, and actually paying attention to she responds, she will feel Ida's. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man's hold BB1. Don't overthink it, not make it weird. Just be in the moment and let your actions speak for themselves. Here's the harsh truth. Most men never take the time to understand this. And that's exactly why they stay stuck in the 99%. Struggling with emotional intimacy. But the men who do get this, they build deep, lasting connections that women never forgetten. World of instant gratification and surface-level attention. This kind of thoughtful presence is rare. But once you'll master it, you become part of the 1%. The men who understand what women truly desire on a deeper, more meaningful level. Secret number 2. The art of flirting with confidence and respect. Let's move on to the next secret. Flirting, but not the kind you're used to. Most men get flirting wrong. They either try too hard, coming off as pushy or desperate, or they hold back to much afraid to make a move or say the wrong thing. Here's the truth. Women love flirting when it's done right. That means with confidence, subtlety, and above. I respect a man who knows how to flirt effortlessly stands out. He creates energy that feels exciting, but never press a red fling isn't about over-the-top compliments or cheesy pickup lines. It's about being playful, light, and genuine elinging. Think of it. Like a dance you lead, she follows, but neither of you should feel forced into the rhythm of the best ways to flirt, teasing in a light-hearted, non-offensive way. For example, she says she's obsessed with a certain food, you might say. That's Thebist. You've never had me cooking. It's a subtle challenge, playful fun. It keeps the conversation alive and creates a spark of friendly competition. Here's the key. Good flirting doesn't seek validation the moment you try too hard to impress her. You lose your edge. Women are naturally drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin, men who can joke around, tease, and have fun without needing approval. This is where Stoic philosophy comes in again. A high-value man doesn't flirt to win a woman over. He flirts because he's present, grounded, and simply enjoying the moment. Flirting from presence, not performance. A high-value man flirts because he enjoys the interaction itself, not because he's trying to get a reaction. He stays emotionally grounded, never desperate for her response beyond words. It's your eye contact, body language, and subtle cues that speak volumes. A confident smirk, a slow, intentional nod, a well-timed pause. These things often say more than any pickup line ever could, because real attraction, it's not built on words alone. It's built through presence, energy, and self-assured confidence. So ask yourself, are you flirting to impress her, or are you flirting because you're truly enjoying the moment? When you master this mindset, you'll start to see attraction shift naturally in your PHS, naturally in your favor. Secret number 3, why touching her hair at the right moment creates connection. No. For secret number 3, something Mosman completely overlook: the subtle art of touching her hair when done at the right moment. This small, seemingly significant gesture can spark a powerful emotional connection. But I've done wrong, it can feel awkward, forced, even intrusive. So what's the difference? It all comes down to why this works. This scalp is one of the most sensitive areas, soft, the body filled with nerve-endings, thought triggered deep emotional and sensory responses. A gentle touch on her hair when timed correctly can send a clear message. I see you, I'm present with you, I'm tuned into your energy. It's not about the act of touching, it's about the massage behind it. But here's where most guys mess this up. They rush it, they do it mechanically, or worse, they do it when there's no emotional connection in place of touching. Her hair isn't something you do casually or absent-mindedly. It's about creating a moment of closeness. Picture this. You're sitting next to her mid-conversation. She laughs, looks down, a strand of hair falls across her face. You walk up gently, confidently, and brush it aside. That single act, done with presence and intention, can say more than words ever could. But remember, timing is everything. This isn't a move you try on a first encounter. It only works when there's already comfort, warmth, and chemistry in the air. If she leans in, eye for eyes, linger just a little longer. If smiles in a way that invites closeness, that's when you'll know the moment is right. And if the moment isn't there, don't force it. This is where Stoic philosophy comes into play. Emotional intelligence and restraint. Stoicism teaches us to observe without rushing in, to remain in control of ourselves, rather than being controlled by impulse or desire. You don't touch her hair just because you want to, you do it when it feels right, when it deepens the connection, not when it satisfies a craving. So next time you're with a woman and the vibe is real, don't underestimate the power of a simple touch done with intention. It can say everything's crit. Number 4, the subtle power of a hand on her back. This one might seem small, almost insignificant at first. Beauty speaks volumes. A confident, intentional hand on her lower back, a Sue guide her through a crowd or walk together in public, is one of the most subtle yet powerful gestures a man can make. Why? Because it communicates Leffer's confidence and a sense of protection, or without saying a word, and yet 99% of men either overlook this entirely or hesitate. Unsure if it's okay to do, but here's what most don't realize: women don't need grand performativities of masculinity to feel secure. What they respond to most are the subtle instinctual signals, the quiet ways you show that you're grounded, present, and capable of letting. You place your hand on her back, not forcefully, but calmly and with quiet confidence. You're signaling something deeper. I'm aware, I'm in control, I've got to. It's not about dominance, it's not about control, it's about presence. Others where many men go wrong, they hesitate, overthink it, or do it in a way though feels stiff and unnatural. Key is to make it feel effortless, brief, and intentional. Picture this: you're walking side by side toward a restaurant. As you step ahead to open the door, your hand gently rests on her lower back. Just for a moment, that single touch speaks more than words ever could. It tells her she's with a man who moves with purpose, a man who leads, not be trying to impress, but by simply being present. From a Stoic perspective, this ties directly into the core of elusive self-mastery and emotional presence. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should. A Stoic man doesn't ask for permission to lead. He simply lives in a way that makes others feel safe in his presence. And when you can embody that without words, without force, you become magnetic. In a world full of men who are either too timid or too aggressive, master this one simple move sets you apart. Secret number 5: being her protector in the smallest ways. Let's be clear. Being a protector doesn't mean trying to rescue a woman or act like her personal bodyguard. Women today are strong, capable, and independent. They don't need saving. But there's the secret: they still crave the presence of a man who makes them feel safe, not in some over-the-top dramatic way, but through small, consistent actions that quietly say, I've got you. It's in the way you position yourself between here and the street when walking, the way you notice her body language and adjust accordingly, the way you stay aware of your surroundings, not paranoid. But comely observances aren't loud gestures, they're subtle. They're grounded in awareness. No to go, and that's exactly why they work. A protector isn't about trying to be a hero, it's about showing up with strength without the need to show off. From a Stoic lens, this is emotional discipline in action. It's a boot responsibility without recognition. Leaders without needing applause. And when a woman feels this level of grounded support without you having to say a word, she remembers it, she trusts it, and that trust becomes the foundation for deeper emotional connection. Secret number 4: the subtle power of a hand on her back. This one might seem mumble, almost insignificant at first. Tate speaks volumes. A confidential hand on her lower back, a Sue guide her through a crowd or walk together in public, is one of the most subtle yet powerful gestures a man can make. Why? Because it communicates Leffer's confidence and a sense of protection, all without saying a word. Yet 99% of men either overlook this entirely or hesitate, unsure if it's okay to. Dobot, here's what most don't realize: women don't need grand performative displays of masculinity to feel secure. What they respond to most are the subtle instinctual signals, the quiet ways you show that you're grounded, present, and capable of letting. When you place your hand on her back, not forcefully, but calmly and with quiet confidence, you're signaling something deeper. I'm aware, I'm in control, I've got you. It's not about dominance, it's not about control, it's about presence. But here's where many men go wrong: they hesitate, overthink it, or do it in a way that feels stiff and unnatural. Key is to make it feel effortless, brief, and intentional. Picture this: you're walking side by side to at a restaurant. As you step ahead to open the door, your hand gently rests on her lower back. Just for a moment, that single touch speaks more than words ever could. It tells her she's with a man who moves with purpose, a man who leads, not by trying to impress, but by simply being present. From a Stoic perspective, this ties directly into the core values of self-mastery and emotional presence. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. A Stoic man doesn't ask for permission to lead, he simply lives in a way that makes others feel safe in his presence. And when you can embody that without encourage, without force, you become magnetic in a world full of men who are either too timid or too aggressive. Mastering this one simple move sets you apart. Secret number 5, being her protector in the smallest ways. Let's be clear, being a protector doesn't mean trying to rescue a woman or act like her personal bodyguard. Women today are strong, capably independent, they don't need saving, but here's the secret, they still crave presence of a man who makes them feel safe, not in some over-top dramatic way, but through small, consistent actions that quietly say, I've got you. It's in the way you position yourself between her and Thestreet when walking, the way you notice her body language and adjust accordingly. Way you stay aware of your surroundings, not paranoid but calmly observant. These aren't loud gestures, they're subtle, they're grounded in awareness, not ego. And that's exactly why they work. Being a protector isn't about reeing to be a hero. It's about showing up with strength without the need to show off from a Stoic lens. This iso-emotional discipline in action. It's about responsibility without recognition, leaders without needing applause, and when a woman feels this level of off-grounded support without you having to say a word, she remembers it, she trusts it. And that trust becomes the foundation for deeper emotional connection. Section on the power of subtle psychological trigs. Notice what this does. It gently plants a seed in her mind. It suggests that you feel at ease around her. Thatch has a place in your thoughts. Even your dreams, there's an unspoken connection. A quiet intimacy that doesn't need to be explained. Women are deeply intuitive and emotionally driven. They're drawn to the idea of being thought about in a way that feels natural, not staged or performative. I had a dream about you. It's powerful because dreams aren't something you control. They come from the subconscious, which makes the moment feel sincere and intriguing. It's not a scripted compliment, it's organic, and that makes her wonder, why was I in his dream? That question alone sparks curiosity and opens the door to emotional connection. This taps into something fundamental in female psychology. Mystery and emotional depth. A woman wants to feel special, but not in an obvious, generic way. This approach makes her feel important without pressure or expectation. Connect this to Stoicism. A Stoic man doesn't chase validation. He creates space for curiosity to grow. He leads calmly without forcing anything. A brief, honest comment can shift her entire perspective. It's quiet strength in action, attractive, grounded, and deliberate. So next time you're in a conversation with a woman, remember, subtle trigger, don't overuse it, don't fake it, but when the moment feels right, watch how she leans in and starts to seal in a whole new light. Section to the primal pull of a well-groomed beard. Let's talk about secret number 7, Thizzlant, power of a well-groomed beard. You might think facial hair is just a style choice, but psychology says otherwise. A well-maintained beard does more than change your appearance. Side shifts how women perceive you. On optimal level, studies show that bearded men are often seen as stronger, more attractive. These traits trigger deep evolutionary instincts tied to survival and safety in ancient times. Warriors and leaders wore beards as symbols of strength, wisdom, and resilience. Those associations haven't disappeared. They've evolved today. A beard still communicates leadership, muscularity, and confidence. But here is catch, it's not just about having a beard. It's about maintaining it. A wild, unkempt beard can signal neglect. A clean, intentional beard tells a different story. I take care of myself, I'm disciplined, I'm in control. This mirrors Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with Thecler of its thoughts. In the same way, your outward appearance reflects your inner disciplina. Beard isn't just hair, it's a symbol of patience, composure, and self-mastery. And in forget the visual advantage a well-shaped beard frames the face enhances jawlines and sharpens expressions. It creates contrast and draws attention in all the right ways. In short, a beard done right doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you're perceived. It sends a message without you having to say a word, amplifying attraction, the subtle power off. Presence there's something distinct about a well-maintained beard. It naturally enhances attraction by giving off a sense of rugged masculinity, balance it with quiet ambition. It's that blend of strength and purpose that many women find irresistibly compelling. Now, does that mean you need a beard to be attractive? Not at all. But if you're capable of growing one, it can be a powerful tool in your arsenal. And if you already have facial hair, proper grooming's not just about style, it amplifies how you're perceived. Especially by women. Final thoughts: applying these secrets with quiet confidence. This point you've unlocked 7 overlooked secrets. Small but powerful shifts that change how women see you. These aren't flashy tricks or wanna nurse. They're subtle psychological triggers that create emotional depth, trust, and intrigue without ever seeming like you're trying to hard. Let's quickly recap the power of touch before. Intimacy creates an emotional connection that most men ignore. Flirting with respect shows confidence, not desperation. Her hair at the right moment builds subconscious chemistry. A hand on her back in public signals quiets leadership and makes her feel secure, being her protector in small moments. Triggers a deep, often unspoken sense of stiff dimensioning a dream about her. Create emotional curiosity that lingers in Hermond. A well-groomed beard taps in topromal attraction, strength, stability, and maturity. So how do you bring all of this into their world? The key is presence. Don't force it. Don't checklist it. Attraction comes from self-awareness. Note overthinking. Let these behaviors emerge. Naturalize attention to moments when walking side her. Let your hand lightly guide her back if she's comfortable. A playful touch on her hair can ignite chemistry if the conversation has depth. Casual mention a dream that included her. Thoughtless effort. It seems to take the more powerful. The effect become a sand. Here's the deeper truth. These are Ren jest secrets to attract women. They're habits that make you a better man. Confidence, presence, self-masterized qualities don't just improve your dating life. They elevate every area of your existence. This is where Stoicism becomes it's a real game. The Stoic man doesn't chase. He doesn't seek validation as he walks with purpose. He's grounded and values. His presence speaks louder than words. True attraction isn't about gimmicks. It's about how you carry yourself moment by moment. So the choice is yours. Will you blend in with the 99% of men who overlook these subtle but powerful truths, or will you apply them, elevate your presence, and step into the 1% who truly understand what makes a man stand out? If you're ready to implement you've learned, drop a comment below. Let me know which insight surprised you most.